You're watching the 6 o'clock news and I'm Byron Worrell. Earlier this week, Ambroise Bourdage, a fisherman from Quebec's Gaspé Peninsula, claimed he caught a whale with a cod hook. While it is traditional that fishermen from this area do tell tall tales, this one seems a little too tall. A story of a large cod that got away. While it may not be believed, however, the story and the storyteller would remain respected. However, arriving back to the docks, Ambroise was ridiculed by the dozen or so fishermen and some girls. Gabrielle, the girl that Ambroise has seemed to like, she listened gravely and did not ridicule Ambroise's story. Ambroise then told the crowd that he would repeat every word on his deathbed to his mother. Gabrielle has refused to comment on Ambroise's story. Now on to Hannes for the weather.
Thank you very much, Byron. I'll shortly explain a few things about the settings we are currently in. The town where Ambroise Bourdage lives is called Port Savoie. It's located in the Gas Bay around here, and it's one of these typical little fisher towns where just a few people live and everyone knows everyone, and so stories get told around pretty fast, so it reaches other towns, other little towns, and news got around really fast. In the morning there has been a horrible rainstorm of disbelief coming from the south over Port Royal, and with great velocity spreading out over the whole bay, reaching Gaspé and Poste-Biac, abnormally fast. Unfortunately, there will be darkness coming over Port Savoie from the west, covering the whole sky with darkness and clouds of disbelief and desperation. There will be no way out, and it is not in sight that there will be any improvement. We cannot say for sure, but we think there could be a sudden improvement in the weather when the high pressure area Gabrielle comes from the south over Port Savoie, and it will be up, I think it will be in the beginning of the next day, but as I already said, we are not sure, and we'll keep you informed on CBN.
Thank you, Hannes. Well, as it happens, this gossip spread like wildfire, and like always the story got, well, a little changed. Clovis, a banker's son from Port Savoie, the same town, was the first to tell Ambroise. Ambroise, who realized he was not being taken seriously at this point by many of the locals, and around 5:30 p.m. on Saturday, Gabrielle walked by. This gave Ambroise the idea to get proof that he actually caught the whale. This would most likely win the respect of the locals and, well, more importantly, it would win Gabrielle's heart. Ambroise and Clovis being an honest man by reputation, went out to catch a second whale. Ambroise, using all his skill, managed to catch the whale. However, according to Ambroise's story, the whale escaped 2 kilometers from the port. While Ambroise would have seemed upset at this, it wasn't a major setback in his plan. After all, Clovis could verify his story. Upon reaching the town, Ambroise recounted his story. Villemont Babin, probably Ambroise's greatest doubter, spoke for the emotions of the crowd and said, "You can get away with it once, but the same law twice, it won't work." Ambroise asked Clovis to confirm the story, and all Clovis said was that Ambroise never caught the whale. Now on to Dion Chen for sports.
Hello everybody. Later in sports, we'll take you through Game 7 of the Port Savoie hockey tournament between the Clovises and the Ambroises. There have been controversy over the past week as the Ambroises felt they should have won the title back in Game 6. They dominated the whale of an opponent that they had and forced the puck past the goal line in the last minute. But the goal was wrongfully waved off by uncompromising officials who thought that there had been an infringement in the play. But that paves way for this winner-take-all match, Game 7, is the climax of the competition. Later in sports.